Hello, you guys. It is Nin Fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. As I always say, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So the fact that you're taking the time to watch this, I'm truly blessed and grateful. And I wanted to make sure that you know that because I am truly grateful for that. So welcome to Rise and Grow Your Mind, because let's guess what, if you want to pursue better in your life or just have a better life in general for yourself and your family, it's so important that you get your mind right. What you're putting into your mind is very important, and if you're not cultivating good things in there, you can be stuck in life, right? And I've totally been there, currently working through that myself. And so I want to make sure that I'm teaching you guys what I'm learning and all of that. So I almost didn't go live today. Look at my face, it looks weird. I almost did not go live today. Do I have, trying to get some better lighting in here. But anyways, oh well. Like I said, I almost didn't go live today because I'm reading this mindset book and it's kind of the same every time I read it. I'm on chapter 3 and it was a good, 50 some pages. And I'm like, well, this is kind of the same thing over and over again. Basically fixed mindset opposed to growth mindset. But I did find a few extra things on here that I want to discuss with you in this chapter that was a little okay, eye-opening. So, you got to read through the full chapter. Because I was reading the first couple pages and I was like, this is the same thing over and over again. But it actually is pretty good. So they definitely talked about the transition from elementary school to middle school and from high school to college. Even people that are they're trying to get into the medical schooling and all that, just those transitions are crazy because they're just a little different, right? When you're doing elementary, is kind of almost individual training, and teachers are a little more specific on what you need or what have you. But as you get further along into your education, it becomes very group setting, and you're either in it or you're not. You're kind of either you're in the mainstream classes or you're in the lower grade classes or you're in the honor classes, and you're kind of just stuck in those phases where you have to determine if you want to grow in an area and improve. So I almost didn't go live because I was like, whatever. Hey, Sally Ann, how are you? So let's talk about this. Just a couple short things here. Being praised for either your achievement or being praised for your efforts. They found that when people were being praised for their achievement, they became more fixed mindset, right? These children that they had praised for them getting 8 out of 10 out of something for their score, when they asked them to do other work and that got more difficult, they said, oh, I don't want to do any more work. That got difficult because they had now trained them to be in a fixed mindset, to think that their scoring, if they scored anything lower than an 8 or a 9 on their score, that they would be judged. So, but then they also praised the other kids for their effort, even though they got an 8 out of 10, just like the other kids, because they're like, oh my gosh, you must have worked really hard on this. And therefore, when it got more challenging for the tasks that they were given, they didn't care what grade they got, as long as they got praised for their effort. And so that helped them to grow and really go into a better mindset when it came into that. So that was number one. So think about that. That is our schooling system right now, right? And just in life in general, right? You get a certain grade, then you're intelligent. You get another grade, then you're not, right? It's really crazy that way. It's silliness. But that is how our society is. And so it was very interesting to see in this chapter where people that couldn't even draw did a 5-day drawing class and was able to draw their own faces. It was crazy. Actually, let me show you what that looked like. I was like, what? So that you can be taught to be able to achieve wonderful things in life. So don't feel like you're stuck where you're at. You can actually move forward. Just has a little more effort, and you just have to learn things. Look at this pictures. So this is what they did the first day of class, of their self picture of themselves, and then this is what he had at the end of the 5 days. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So this is what I would have drawn. Mine be more stick figure, and then this is what he drew at the end. That's remarkable. Isn't that crazy? Super remarkable. That just in 5 days. Could you imagine if they had 15 days or a couple of months? That's awesome. So just know that you can rise above. All right. Also, negative labels and stereotypes like black females or being African American or whatever. That negative stereotype that you can't be smart in numbers or math, or you can't be smart in these areas. Women are feeling like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't do these things. And so therefore they get stuck in that stereotype and stuck in that fixed mindset. But for those that had a growth mindset, said, you know what, I can do whatever I feel like doing, right? I'm just going to learn. I'm going to find a way to learn how to do this. And they've actually moved forward. So that's it. Negative labels has a huge impact on people moving forward and doing great things. And then men and women. Being boys when you're younger, they kind of like talk poorly to each other. You're stupid, you're a slob, you're this, that, and the other thing. So they grow this thick skin that most women don't grow, and they grow this thick skin based on what people say to them. They're like, whatever you're saying doesn't mean nothing. I'm going to do my thing, right? And that's why you see them achieve a little more. But for women, they're usually like, oh, you're so pretty, or you're so helpful, oh, you're so this, you're so that. So they grow this skin of what you say is super important. So when they go into the workforce or when they go into anything, if they're not being praised as, oh, you did such a wonderful job, they feel like they're not worthy. And that your opinion means a lot to us. And that is so true. I'm going to say that's true for me too. I was like, wow, I never really thought about that. That's crazy. So talking, changing that verbiage for yourself, not worrying about what other people think, and doing your own thing and achieving the things you want to achieve in life, and grow and improve in whatever it is that you want to. And you'll find that you'll succeed in the things you want to succeed in. So that was it. I really like those three things. Those are some three different things other than fixed mindset and growth mindset. That was it. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Let me see. Yes, Sally Ann, interesting was for sure. Like to see those pictures, those before and afters. It's crazy. How old were they? Oh, I don't know how old they were. They were adults. Yeah, there were adults that did those pictures. Yeah, we could totally do anything. Yeah, I don't know how old. These were adults that did this. So they weren't kids that do their picture. They were adults. So they took a class and did this. So pretty remarkable. Anywho, if you got any questions, let me know. If you want to get the homework assignment at the end of this chapter, let me know. I'll send that to you. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and have a good one.